Okay, with the statistics uh, reporting package, we can get a general overall view of what's going on in our invoices system. So the home page, when you load it, gives you a summary. And then there are optional reports that can be run from the buttons at the top of the screen. So let's see. Let's go into the volume by date report. And let's say we're going to run this for today. I can select individual profiles if I'm not concerned with all the profiles in my system. I can do the same for suppliers as well. So I can just pick individual suppliers. In this case, I'm going to look at these two profiles, but all the suppliers for this one day. Hit the Go button. The report runs, and the compiled information shows on the screen. Now, one thing that pops out to me is I see that I have 17 that were deleted today. So if I click here, that will drill down even further, and it will show me what those invoices were here and what profile they came from. And if it expands beyond this page, I can go to another page. And we can verify here. So it looks like this profile must have had a problem where some bad images were scanned, and so I can go back and check and make sure those were properly redone. So here's one where we can pull it by the supplier. So let's say I just wanted to look at all the suppliers for the day. Click Go with my all my profiles selected and all my suppliers selected. And here I can see all the various different suppliers that were run and the various actions that were performed on them, verified and transferred in this case. Again, if I'm interested in any one in particular, I see that I have 6 from this one. I can click on it, and that will give me some drill down data here that I can see down here. Now let's see, we have one by user as well. So in this case, I'll get a report with the various users and what their productivity was. And so again, we can see what was done on each step. 48 interpreted and 45 transferred. And Kenny was in there. He was doing some as well. So if we want to see what Kenny was doing, we can click on that, and it gives us the drill down. And of course, each one of these detail sections, I can drill down even further by clicking on this hyperlink over here, and it gives me even more data. So here, it's basically showing me in this column that when I import it into the system, it has no data. Then when interpretation gets done, I pick up the invoice number and the currency. And it's possible to have a document reinterpret. So if initially it didn't pick up what supplier it was, and then later on you identify the supplier and it reinterprets, it'll show more data in this column. In this case, they were both interpreted at 313, so that was only interpreted one time in this case. So, and then it was approved by Kenny, and it shows all the various data fields now filled in. And then when it was transferred, we have a plugin on this profile that creates a PDF file. So the PDF file name index is created to show the path and file name to that file. And so now we can go back, and this is volumes by source. So if you had various scanners set up to scan into the system, you would have more sources here. It would be a more relevant report, but in this case, we just have importing that is occurring. And so we can, again, we get the same report. We can drill down and see based on whatever the source selection was. So that's a quick overview of the system. The only other button up here outside of the About page is just a refresh button. So as you're working through the day, you can hit this button and it will update with the current statistics that are in the system. Okay, well, that's pretty much it. Thanks.